Hi, Julian DeRosier from the IIF, International Investment Forum, here in Mining Indaba 2022 in Cape Town, South Africa. I have the pleasure to be joined here by Pearl Walsh. Pearl, hi, how are you doing?
Nice to meet you, Julian.
It seems like in South Africa the situation is slowly improving and we're hopefully can look beyond COVID situation. So how great it is to be able to meet face to face.
Julian, I'm very pleased that we are back into action. We have human contact. It's nice to have Zoom meetings and stay away from viruses, but I'm very happy that the society is getting back to normal in South Africa and that we can rebuild our economic growth.
And I think it's even more important for you. So for viewers who don't know, can you tell us a bit of your field of work, your businesses? And I think that going back, hands, boots on the ground is something that's tremendously important for your business.
Yes, I have founded Social Impact with Pearl, which is structured around corporate social responsibility, social investment, looking at how corporate companies can add value to the initiative where we can inject back to society with what we do on a day-to-day basis. So Social Impact basically looks at how we, with the network that I've built over the last 30 years, how we can facilitate between Europe, South Africa, open up access to whether it's governments, facilitate business, and give something small back where we can build schools with mobile hospitals and education for the future.
And surely the COVID situation has stressed a lot of the issues that maybe people didn't want to talk about. But with COVID came more than COVID. Came distress. Came, breaking down, tearing down families, and so on. And we kind of always think about ESG as doing great, but we forget that there's actually impact on single life, on single families, and trying to empower those. How does your company succeed in doing that?
Impact with companies and humanity, looking at the small difference we can make where it doesn't affect the corporate to a large extent, is looking at smaller initiatives where it benefits both the corporate and the community, and it's a win-win situation for both.
And so in your view, does that mean that basically investors have to look at helping community more into a collaborative view rather than a competitive view, or rather than just a dire need to just get where they want to go?
I think if investors are looking at just the small initiative that could benefit the community, each business, if they give something small back, it's empowering the people, that is empowering the businesses in order to generate future profit.
And so you're saying that non-financials and financials can go end to end together?
Everything can work in hand together without even feeling the slightest difference between the benefits.
Exactly, and this is important because basically it creates a win-win situation, but rather than being just a win-win, I believe that there's an accreditation of value. There is a raise in value. By everyone benefiting, the sum of those two parts end up being bigger, I guess.
My view is the bigger corporations need people. And in order to have the people, we've got to take care of those people. And those people then take care of the businesses, which generates the future profits. And it's a minor deficit, basically, which you can structure within your financial structures, and it can be depreciated over a few years, that you don't see where it's going, but yet you're making constructive impact in the community.
And so I hear you talking a lot about people. I think you use the words a lot already, and I think it shows how close you want to work with people, how close you want to be. Any investment that is making an impact should make an impact on these people. And you also talked a lot about small-scale projects rather than big-scale projects, which is something we sometimes hear about, wanting to change little, maybe too much, and forgetting that small is beautiful.
Well, on a smaller scale, you're able to manage and balance things better and get a better return of investment if you're able to manage it. On a bigger scale, maybe the management might lack, or you might not see the profits because you are investing more on the manpower.
Exactly. And when you do bigger scale and you're usually an investor that has done previously bigger project, you think they're going to be running and be run in the exact same way as you're doing your normal business. But I guess that this is not the case. When we're talking about social impact, when we're talking about changing the life, it requires a very local skills, I guess.
It requires local skills, it requires more humanity and the human input into another person. Simple, basic.
And this is great to hear. So basically, your company offers services for which industries?
Well, we basically find solutions. We solve many issues. Doesn't matter which industry you are in. If you come to me and you say, I need a corporate facilitation between government, between accessing whether it is a mining concession or a financial advisor or a banker, we facilitate we access most of the doors for you.
And in which location are you specialized, or you can give those services?
I have been fortunate to have lived between Europe and South Africa and travel into Africa, so I have quite an extensive network. And we've structured social impact and the corporate facilitation based on the network that I've built over the last 30 years.
Well, that's great to hear. So everyone that makes a difference is always welcome. I think we need more of people like you trying to empower people on the ground, make a difference. Small, as I said, is beautiful. I think those are projects that actually sees realization also, because big project, when you take them on, sometimes you don't see them to the end. Small project is easier to see to the end. And if anyone wants to contact you or should look up for your organization, how can they find you online or anywhere?
You may find me online under Social Impact with Pearl. We also facilitate African Valley Research, where we do research for a number of companies depending on the solutions they require.
So I think you have a full set of services that are available. I invite viewers to go on the website, take a good look, and if anything you find interesting, I guess they can contact you directly.
They may contact me directly. I am the founder. We find most of the solutions because of my willpower and drive. And we try to make everything possible.
Well, that sounds great. So Pearl, thank you very much for your time.
Julian, thank you so much.
Thank you.